Hello and welcome to another edition of Phirst Contention. It's football season. Yes, we got extras talking in the background, but it doesn't matter because we're going to talk about football and we're going to keep it moving. Stay tuned. It's Phirst Contention.
Let's get this party started.
Coverage tight, spotlight on tomorrow. Who you with? Trust, you'll be delighted that you followed. At Phirst Contention, the invention. We debate sports, of course we should mention.
What's that?
We cover games, we don't play suspensions. We 100, so if your star's missing, we let you know your squad surely gone fishing. We never fish though, no, not our motto. We sport on deals, on court, on fields. The victors, the vengeance, the legends, latest invention.
Welcome back, Phirst Contention fans. This week in review, for all of you football fans out there, is all about RG effing 3. Yes, RG3 has done it again. So I mean, let's just jump right into it. Thoughts? Anyone? Throw something out. Let's just say the winner of the week. RG3. Anyone got anything to say? Ty, you look like you got something to say. Ty, what do you want to say?
I do got something to say. I'm going a different direction now. Winner of the week. I'm going with Charlie Batch. Charlie Batch, you know, his stats weren't eye-popping, but we're talking about a man who's been in the league for 15 years, and let's be honest, no one gave him a chance to beat the Ravens, even though the defense has been underperforming this year. So he played a good game, won interception, but when it came down to it, he let them down the field and got the field goal to give the Steelers a win. And I guess they really aren't out of it. So we'll see. Congrats to Charlie Batch.
It was a lucky field goal. Come on. Steve, what do you got?
It's not luck. It's the Steelers. We're going to be in the playoffs. They never count us out. Anyway, I want to say I was going to go with RG3, but it was another rookie that caught my eye this weekend, and it has to be, well, not Andrew Luck, but Russell Wilson. The boy is balling as of late. If you haven't paid attention, they're letting him throw the ball, and he is doing it efficiently. He led his team to another victory at Chicago, and he could have won it in regulation had Jay Cutler not made a magical throw. But, hey, give him props. They won that game.
Marvin, winner of the week.
Well, since Ty and Steve took the two people I was going to pick, well, I might as well just go with RG3 like you just said, Josh.
Yes.
Might as well just keep it basic. Just go with RG3. He defeated the world champions on Monday Night Football. The first time that the Redskins has won the Monday Night Football since the 80s. So RG3 is putting the Redskins back on the map. He's in contention of making a playoff push for the Redskins. So RG Trey.
Yes, and putting the Redskins back on the map. When's the last time they were on the map? Who knows? Who cares? They're on the map now thanks to RG3, the Rookie of the Year, if you ask me. All right, moving right along. This week's biggest loser. Steve, we'll kick things off with you. Who was your loser of the week?
I would have to say it's the Arizona Cardinals. After starting off 4-0 in the season, they lost 8 straight games. They lost 3 quarterbacks, and they're down to some guy who went 10 for 31 for 72 yards and an interception. It was 0 for 15 third down completions. You have Larry Fitzgerald on the team. He's not getting any balls now. It just looks like the weapons are null and void because quarterback situation is horrible. How can they be so bad after all that talent that they have on their team?
Yeah, I'd agree wholeheartedly with you. He's not getting any touches. Sorry, Mr. Fitzgerald. Ty, who's your biggest loser?
My biggest loser of the week, obviously you got what happened at Arizona with the Jets, but that's a given. It hurts me to say it, but it's the Chicago Bears defense. I mean, we went into this. I know Russell Wilson is very sharp, but he's still a rookie. We're talking about one of the best D-lines in football, and he engineers 2 long drives, one for 97 yards and one 80 yards in overtime to win the game. You just can't let that happen. And then on top of that, you've got injuries piling up, and looks like Urlacher might miss the rest of the season. So big disappointment what's going on in Chicago in their defense.
Banks, you're smiling over there. What do you got to say?
Wipe that smile off your face.
No Urlacher for the Packers. I think the biggest loser this week is starting quarterbacks. Alex Smith, Michael Vick, Mark Sanchez. Come sit next to me right here. Because like you guys, regular season is gone. If they had someone to back up Christian Ponder, they'll start him too as well. But those three have officially pretty much have lost their jobs. You can see a QB change with McElroy going into the Jets. Nick Foles is already started for the remainder of the season, and Colin Kaepernick is already started for the 49ers. So starting quarterbacks are the biggest losers of this week.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one, but when is Tim Tebow going to get some shine time with the Jets? That's all. That's all I ask. That's all I like to see. Let the man play. You got nothing to lose now. Let him play.
Free Tebow.
Free Tebow.
Moving right along.
Wait a second. We're not going to have a free Tebow here. If you're going to have a free Tebow, kick away the chair and I'll hang myself.
All right, moving right along. The biggest surprise of the week, or this week's shocker. Who was the shock factor for you, Mr. Banks?
It would have to be the biggest shock factor would have to go back to. Let's go back to Chicago. I'm very surprised that they let Russell Wilson off the hook twice. I'm not. Normally, when the Bears have someone down, maybe they normally put their foot down. They normally bear down, as some people like to say. But they kind of let him off the hook. So the surprise of the week is letting Russell Wilson get off on the road. At least when he beats Packers, at least they was cheated, at least it was at home.
True story. Steve, who was your shock factor this past week?
I would have to say I was surprised by the way that Drew Brees played against the Atlanta Falcons. 5 interceptions is not what we're normally used to seeing from him, and basically he handed them the game. Matt Ryan didn't do very much for his team. He only threw for like 100 yards and a touchdown. Michael Turner did kind of show up, but other than that, it was a pretty less efficient effort for Atlanta, except for the defense making big plays for them. Drew Brees, he doesn't do this normally, but he might have knocked them out the playoff picture.
You can't turn the ball over and be a winning quarterback. You just can't do it. All right, Ty, who was your shock factor?
Honorable mention to Drew Brees, who helped me lose in one of my fantasy leagues. Thanks a lot, sir. But I'm going to Kansas City, a very serious fold. It's just shocking to find out what happened with Javon Belcher, and then you turn that around and see what the Chiefs were able to do in about 24 hours after the incident. They put together an inspiring game, their best game of the season, and beat the Panthers. And honorable mention to Jamal Charles, who was the cousin through his wife of the victim that Belcher shot. So shocking what happened in Kansas City, but they turned into a positive and they rallied around it.
Oh. Awesome pick. My shock factor of the week will have to be Mr. Cat Williams. What is going on with this dude? Getting in fights with security guards at Target, freaking picking fights at pool halls, escaping on 3-wheel motorcycles. What's going on with this dude? Who does Cat Williams pick a fight with is my question. This has nothing to do with football, just random. Why is Cat Williams out at the pool hall picking a fight? He comes to
Word on the street is that he officially retired from comedy.
And do you know who bails him out of jail? Suge Knight.
I was about to say that.
Are you kidding me? What's going on? What is going on in the world? Anyway, that is all we have for you Phirst Contention fans this week. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Alpha Phi Alpha, 106 years strong. Happy Founders Day.
Founders Day to the bros in the Trey Club.
Hey, boy.
Oh, 6-a.
All right, we'll see you next week, Phirst Contention fans. Peace.
Ride with Phirst Contention, that's full throttle in. We sport on deals, on court, on fields. The victors, the vengeance, the legends, latest invention. Phirst Contention. We sport on deals, on court, on fields. The victors, the vengeance, the legends, latest invention. Phirst Contention. Game Game face grit, like born for playoffs. Say it all in small time like payoffs.